Hi, this is Vamshi Dande. Welcome to Grafix Vidya. Today we would like to discuss about diploma in graphic design, and we are teaching Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign and CorelDRAW. Hi, come to Photoshop and you can open directly from here. Today we would like to discuss about pen tool. I'm going to show you pen tool and how to cut the image perfectly. File open to open the document, and we have a shortcut here friends. In the document area you can press in the keyboard Ctrl O to open the images. Select this image document and click it OK. I got this image from FreePic. We have to cut the image very perfectly using with pen tool. Control plus, control minus, zoom in and zoom out the document. To fit the document, control 0 to fit the document in the keyboard. And I'm zooming the document, control plus, and you can pan the document like this using with space bar. Space bar, you can pan the image like this. Take a pen tool, and come to here to cut the perfect image like this. And I can stop the pointers and I can adjust the pointers like this. You direct selection tool, and there is a curve here. You can just click it here and you can drag it like this. Then you can see the curve that's called bezier. Again, you can take the points like this. You can cut the image very perfectly using this pen tool with a curviness. Using with the buzzer, using with the bezier. Just click the starting point, this one, and keep on the pointer in the edge and drag it. Then automatically you can see the beziers like this. Now you can hold the alt and click the pointer. We can cut one pointer, then automatically we can continue the points. The pen tool path point, again I can continue like this. And zoom the image, and you can take the step-by-step pointers like this. Cut the image very perfectly using with pen tool. Like this I can cut every inch and every pointer. Control plus zoom in the document. I can keep like this the pointers, and I can keep dragging like this, then automatically I can get the bezier. And alt click to cut the right bezier point. I can continue the next step very easily. Keep the less points for the smooth curviness shape. You have to keep only the less points for the smoothness of the image. I just kept like this as a roughly. I just kept as a rough. Uh, I just kept as a rough points. Again, how can we edit this one? We can see in the next step. I can close the out point with a like this. We can see the our pen path points. But here, what will happen here? We just given the rough points here. How can we adjust these rough points? Taking with a direct selection tool, taking with a direct selection tool to select the single points, and you can adjust very perfectly. I need a curviness here, but how can I get the curviness? I don't have the bezier here. We have to get the bezier. And take a add anchor point and click the add anchor point. I don't have to have this point. I have to delete this anchor point. Take a delete anchor point and click on the delete anchor point like this. We can add the anchor points. We can delete the anchor points. And the convert point tool is nothing but getting the curviness, getting the beziers of the path point like this. Like this. Now take add anchor point. Again, I can place the anchor point, one more point. Again, I can adjust like this the shape of the path. Now the path is very clear, but I don't have the selection here. I need a, if I need a selection, what should we do? First of all, we have to, after getting the selection, first of all, we have to save this path point using with the paths palette. Click here and save path, and this is the image cutting path like this, and save and click it OK. Sir, you have saved the path. Okay, it's very good, sir. Then the image is not saved. See, here we are seeing the star symbol. Star symbol means the image is not saved. Then how can I get this image to save? Come to here, file, and save directly. The star symbol has been removed, means it is a document. Now say the I'm just opening the document, file open, Control O in the to open the image. I'm just selecting this image, the same image tool we used in the previous time. I just opening the same image. Oh, select the image and open it. Now come to the layers. We can see the no. We can't see the path point. You can take the path selection tool. You can select it. I can't get the selection. Why means there is no path in a path select. You can select the path, then automatically select the path points very easily. Means no, if you save one time the path point, then automatically it will save the image after complete. Just create a path point, create a pen tool, and to create a path of the document and save the paths into the paths palette and save the image parallelly, then the path and image will be linked at a time. If you open any time the image, then automatically the path also will be linked directly. We just taken the pen tool and we taken the add anchor point and we delete the anchor point, and convert point tool is nothing but to getting the besides of the curviness and smoothness. Now, what should we do? And the path selection tool is nothing but to moving the complete, again direct selection tool is nothing the single point, and we can edit and we can use the curviness of the path point. Like this we can use the curviness also. The path is very good what we have draw and what we have curted the image. But where is the selection? Then use with the path selection tool and right click and make a selection. The feather radius will be the 0 and the new selection and click it. After getting that selection, I'm just opening one more document, file open. I'm taking one BZ, like one background image. I'm just taking one BZ and take a move to toolbox, or otherwise we have a shortcut, it's a V, move tool. And take a move tool and drag into another document. Don't release the holding part. Just come to the in between of the background of the document, then release it. Then automatically it will place. Like this, we can cut the image very perfectly and we can get here directly. Sir, the image is very sharp. I would like to give some smoothness of the image. See, the image edges is very sharp, but this is the image. Okay, the selection is there. And here we have one more style to select. Too many ways to select a different type of process. And come to the paths. You can select this path point. Okay, and this is one selection. Right click, make selection. Or otherwise, we have a one more shortcut in the keyboard. Use Control Enter for path selection. Then automatically we can select this image. Then here we have a shortcut to give the feather radius. Already we explained in the earlier sessions. Shift F6 in the feather radius. For edge smoothness, I'm giving here 0.25 to 1.5 based on the resolution and based on the image quality. I'm just giving here 5 radius of the pixels and take a move tool. Now you can move it. Now you can see the edge smoothness on the, see, the image edge has been blended into the background, but here the image edge is not blended into the background. It is a 0 pixels of feather. It is a 5 pixels of feather. See the edges, the smoothness. It has been blended into the background like this. We can create using with feather and without feather and with feather radius, and to cut the image very perfectly and keep into the another back and click it here, friends. And this is the thing. Okay, now you can hand means we can hand that, we can pan the document like this and view tool. Rotate means we can rotate the complete the document and we can keep it 0 in the top of the properties bar like this. Now we have one more tool here. It is a zoom option. We can zoom it, we can zoom out, zoom in and zoom out like this. And if we keep 100 pixels, then it is a quality. It is a fit screen. It is a control 0. Fill screen. It is a print size. These are the options, and we can control 0 to fit the document in the keyboard shortcut and take a move tool. I can move it this image directly in here also, but it is a complete the background. It has been isolated with background. Okay, just delete this layer and we separated the image portrait in the background of the image. We separated both and I just kept here in the different background. Which one is good? This is a sharp one. This is a 5 pixels of feather. If you want that much of I don't want 5 pixels of feather means it has been taken some blurrish. We can and again take a path point, select the path point, control enter into the keyboard, and give the shift F6 in the keyboard. Now you can take 0.5 or 1 like this. Now you can drag it into the document. It is a little bit feather I'm just given. It's a 0. It's a 1 feather radius. I can play with a feather. Okay, like this. And sir, you just kept here like this, and it is a sharp edges in the down. I would like to erase it. Take a eraser tool and keep the soft edge of the feather. Now you can erase it like this. And I would like to keep a reflection on the image in the down, duplicate, Control J in the keyboard, then automatically we can get the duplicate. I can move it like this using with the keyboard shortcut Control T and right click, flip vertical. Now decrease the opacity of the layer like this. We can play with the images, we can play with the layers, we can play with the tools, everything. Okay.
This is Vamshi Dande as a senior graphic and UI UX designer. And if you would like to learn graphic designing course, please contact 9030 913 and 914, or please visit our institution in Amirpet, friends. Okay.